You're listening to Living in Spain podcasts with David Wright.
Okay, so today on my show, I've got a very special guest. I've got Andy Cook. And now Andy has gone through an amendment change to his visa here. Something I've talked about on my shows a long time ago and done videos with some top experts on this. But Andy's actually done it. He's gone through this amendment change and he has now got a visa where he can work here in Spain. And on my show today, Andy's going to tell us all about it. Hi, Andy, and welcome to the show.
Hi, David. Yeah, cheers. Thanks for having me on the right way.
So, Andy, tell us a little bit about your background. When did you first move to Spain?
Well, David, we moved to Spain about 12 months ago. It was after we'd made all our applications through the UK, and then we decided to go for the autonomo visa, the amendment to the visa. So we went to Salvador, and his team, and they've sorted that out for us.
So originally then you got the non-lucrative visa, Andy, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. We got the non-lucrative visa to start with.
So Andy, you can't work on that non-lucrative visa for the first 12 months, that's correct, right?
Yes, you can't work for the first 12 months on the non-lucrative visa, yeah.
Now Andy, you've gone through some of my experts that I recommended to you and you've asked them to do this amendment to your visa. There's a time limit on this at the moment, isn't there? I think there's been some new changes, but tell us about your time limits on that.
Yeah, that's correct, David. After your 11-month period or 30 days before your first year ends, you can make an amendment, which we have done, and yeah, it's great. We're successful.
Yeah, and I just got to say, Andy, that after the very recent changes last week, the amendment to that visa, you can now apply for these changes, these amendments, 60 days before the expiry date on your visa. And a lot of it, under these new rules and regulations, can be done digitally now, so that should help speed things up for British people. So yours is all finalised now, Andy, and you've actually got the approval. When did you actually get the final approval and go ahead on this?
We had the approval this week. We actually contacted Salvador, and we spoke to them quickly regarding what was happening. They said, well, just hold back. There's going to be some news. And then the following morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, I had an email that we'd had confirmation and authorization to work in Spain, starting from that day.
This is great news, Andy. I'm really pleased for you. I've been watching your journey over the years, and I hope that some of my help and advice has been of benefit to you.
David, yeah, we did use your advice on the experts, and we went to Salvador legal team, and they've been absolutely brilliant. Not only the autonomo application, but also our driving licenses, etc. It's just been easy. We provided the information and they did what they said they were going to do, and they submitted it, and we've got the clearance for working in Spain. We love it. Brilliant. It's great.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Andy. And I always say, you know, I've got a lot of experts here. These are people that I know and trust myself and have built up a relationship over my years here. And I recommend them to my followers and listeners, and you can have a free consultation with them. You can get cheaper, obviously. You can go do your own route, but it's always best to get a good recommendation. And it's worth paying people that are doing this professionally for a living and do it right the first time. Plus, you're now free to start working here straight away, Andy. Is that right?
Yes, yeah, we are. I mean, to be honest with you, David, I wouldn't even consider doing the application myself because it's an absolute minefield. And having somebody that knows what they're doing in their own country and they know how the system works, you've got to have the right people to do the job.
Yeah, I had somebody on the show a little while ago, some comments on one of my shows about, you know, so somebody's paid someone to come help them with their padron here. This is a person that's moved to Spain fairly recently, and some people criticised about that. You don't need anyone to help you with the padron, which is true. You don't. You can do it yourself here. I've done it several times here over my years here when I've moved, which has been many times now. But I always say, if you're moving here to Spain and you're fairly new here and your Spanish is basic, pay somebody to help you. Pay somebody to get it right the first time. It is so important to get these important pieces of paper, and some of them really are important to your stay here, like driving licenses, padron, NIE numbers, things like that. Get this done right the first time round. Little mistakes down the line that you might make can really interrupt things here for you, make it expensive and difficult in the long run. So pay somebody that's doing it every day here and get it done the right way. Get it done the right way. It's not just a pun, it is right. You've got to get these things done. If they're important to you, get them done correctly first time round, and sometimes you do need to pay a professional, and I highly recommend that you do when you're first moving here to Spain. So Andy, tell us about this new business you're doing.
So we were going to be working primarily on residential properties with airless spraying. So we spray interior or exterior homes, whether it be polyurethane on the doors, painting the interiors, or exterior garage doors, etc., all with the airless spraying to give an excellent finish. And this is the service that we want to provide here in the local area.
Sounds great, Andy, and I don't think you can go wrong with painting houses out here, and especially with the method you're going to be using, quick and fast and good results. Not much difficulty choosing the colours, I don't think, is pretty much most of the houses here are white at the moment. And is that right, Andy? Are you finding it?
Yeah, it is. It's generally white out here. It's it's funny. We just priced up our first job today. And we're putting a price in for it, so we're really looking forward to getting going.
That's great news, Andy. Is it an English or Spanish client?
That's for an English client. He did live quite close to us, but due to health issues, they've moved closer into town, so they've had the house completely refurbed, and they want us to come and finish off the doors internally with like a satin polyurethane inside, nice soft finish, and then white on the outside.
That sounds great. And last time I spoke to you, you were looking for a van. Are you still looking for a van, Andy?
Yeah, we are. We found a van. We've put a deposit on it. We're just waiting for the autonomo number. Everything gets factured with your facturer. The number needs to be on there so you can claim the VAT back on the van. Sure. Yeah, we're just waiting for that number. Should be in the next 2-3 days.
So, Andy, what's the name of this new business? Have you got a name for it?
It's Solspray.
Solspray, that's great, Andy. Good name. And it's funny, I was talking to my wife the other day. We've been following your journey a long time now. It's been a few years, Andy. I remember when you came to my house. You've been to my house a few times, but a long time ago you came to a party at my house and you said, I wish I could live in Spain. One day I would like to come and live in Spain and work in Spain. Do you remember that a long time ago, Andy? And I said, you would do it, just follow the advice, you'll get there one day, you'll do it. And now you're doing it. Do you remember that conversation, Andy?
I do remember those days. In fact, we were just talking about it this afternoon. It was quite funny, really, because we 6 years ago we were looking about areas, and then 3 years ago, nearly 4 now, we bought the house, and then we managed to make it over just over a year ago, and now we're ready to work. Just get a van sorted out, get it fully kitted out with all my kit, and we are good to go.
Yeah, it's great. I'm really pleased for you, Andy. And when the weather's like it is today, I mean, it's end of November and we got 23 degrees here today, and it's amazing weather. Great for working here in Spain, and pretty nice all over Spain. It's pretty nice where you are, I presume, as well, yeah?
Yeah. We were in Mahaca today and it was 25 degrees on the playa. It was amazing.
Yeah, I've got to say, I had a message from my sister in the UK. She's in Brighton, where I'm originally from, and -1 and snow there yesterday. So a bit of a different world here in Spain.
Yeah. Well, this year is not as good as it was last year, because last year we were like 27, 28 degrees. when we first arrived in October, and we were like, "This is fantastic, October! Wow!"
Well, brilliant news, Andy. So, as a lot of people, I've told people about this before, Spain can't change the rules here because of the European Union and stuff like that. They're governed by Belgium basically making the rules, but Spain are making amendments to these rules and regulations. They're bending over backwards to make slight changes and bending the rules as much as they can. So there are solutions, and you've proved that now. You've gone from getting your visa, not being able to work, to be able to work and set up your own business here. So I'm really pleased for it, Andy. I'm looking forward to see how things go for you in the near future. So thanks very much, Andy, for being on the show today.
Yeah, thanks a lot, David. So thanks to you as well for the advice that you gave us, and thanks to Alejandro and his team. They managed to do it in 12 weeks for us. We're just happy about it.
Yeah, great. So celebrations all round tonight then, Andy. And if anyone wants a free quote from Andy and more information, I'll leave a link in the description box and contact details for Andy and get a free quote from Andy. Okay, so thank you very much for that, Andy, and thanks for joining us on The Right Way this afternoon.
Thanks, David. Have a good day.
If you have enjoyed this podcast by David Wright, then you will love his new books. Out now on Amazon and Kindle, packed with money-saving tips and information on living and working in Spain. Just go to livinginspainbooks.com. David also has a popular blog for expats in Spain. Come and take a look now at britishexpatsinspain.com.